made his own garment. You know, it was hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai put it in his mind. We got these things, man. And it wasn't something to stress about. You know? See, that's why when shit hits a fan, you know, even the Lord gonna have women, okay, that are able to, you know, perform for themselves. You know? And hey, in that time, you know, the Lord, He gonna reveal women that are worthy, you know? Women that are going to believe our report, okay, based on, you know, the truth. You know? This is Isaiah 4:1. It says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold, shall take hold of the man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. Alright, so it says they're going to eat their own bread and wear their own apparel. You're not going to have to provide for them. You know, they're going to have their own. That's what it says. They're going to have their own. So in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. Because it's going to be hell out here. You know? So they're going to have their own food, their own clothes. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And that's these people on this side. All right, these are the 12 tribes, okay, of Israel. Now, it's not just me. You got many brothers all throughout the world that do the same thing. Preach the word. Because we're in those times. We're in the time of the end, man. Okay? This is Matthew 24 and verse 13. Start at 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And iniquity is wickedness, man. There's all kinds of wickedness going on. And what's wickedness can be found in the Bible. You know, homosexuality is a form of wickedness. Alright, of course, witchcraft, Satanism, you know, pedophilia, that's all wickedness. Sin says, the love of many shall wax cold. And you hear about that in the news all the time, you know, children rising up, killing their parents murdering their children. You know, there'll be all types of robberies, you know, shootings going on. That's the love of many waxing cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. The churches will teach that the Lord came to save everybody. That's not true. You know, how is the Lord going to save everybody when not everybody believes in the Lord? Okay, not everybody is living according to the Lord. That's an oxymoron. Alright? That is not that. You have to endure unto the end, believing in the correct form. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And the word is being preached throughout all the world. brothers put this on the internet, and it reaches the whole world. It does the footwork for us. We don't got to travel to South America. No, people just type it in on the internet, on YouTube, and it'll come up. Doing this for years, you can look at your algorithms on YouTube, and you'll see people watching from countries you've never even heard of. Like Bhutan and places like that. Like, where's that at? You gotta type that in on Google to find out where that's at. This word is going out. It says, when you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the wilderness. And this happened during 70 AD, when the Romans took down Jerusalem. Okay? A couple years, a little time after the Lord had died. Okay? Romans, all right, once again, ran up in Jerusalem to take it down. That's going to happen again. Okay? But this time, it's primarily going to take place here in America, because those people in the land of Israel, they're not the real Jews. Those are not Israelites. All right, those are Edomites. And they descend from Esau, Edom. And they know that. It's in Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Now, Israel is the forefather of the 12 tribes. And before his name was changed to Israel, it was Jacob. He got the name Israel after he wrestled with an angel. So when it's saying Jacob's trouble, it's saying we're entering a time of trouble for the 12 tribes, man. The so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Because 1/3 of our people are going to believe. 1/3 are going to call upon the true name of the Lord. And he's going to hear them. It says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of them, but they shall serve Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Because once this place is destroyed, the Lord gonna set these people free, and he gonna put them back in their own land. See, people have the misconception that Latinos and Native Americans were here the whole time from the beginning, when it tells you in the Bible that we came from the Middle East. Okay? We came from the Middle East, and we dwelt here about 2,000 years before the Spanish came. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13. Let's see. I believe it's 13.
Am I going to walk in front of it?
It's fine, no worries.
Okay.
It's actually, yeah, 13 and verse